Programming has skyrocketed over the past 20 years. And when I was learning how to code, and I am still learning how to code, like many of you guys right now, I was looking at a vast amount of things like web design, UI, UX design, software engineering, full stack developer. Like there's a whole bunch of things that you can do with the skill of code. However, what I did not realize was the sheer amount of fields that you can actually get into and how much money you can make just based off one skill in coding. So that is exactly what I will cover in this video, guys. The certain jobs that you can get as well as how much you can make from that job. Now I'll sprinkle in a little bit of my opinion. It shouldn't matter too much to you guys, but I'd just like to put in my 2 cents on that subject. Now, the first job you can get with a skill in code is web design. You'll probably make like $20 to $25 an hour. It's not a lot. And that's why I don't really like this path, for the sole reason that you could just get this pay by doing a regular job. Now, it is very easy to get into this field because all you need to know is HTML and CSS, like just designing a website without any functionalities. And I think, though, it is a really good stepping stone to get into code. You could work at a company and make websites for people. You can also freelance and do websites for people. So it is a very wide range of subjects within web design. Now, the second one stems off of the first of web design, in that you could freelance, start a company, or just have a startup. So I made this its own section for the pure reason that the rest will be jobs, and I'm just getting this over and done with. So this is obviously the most risky out of them all because you're putting in your own money to create a product and you're building something. And this is one of the harder ones for the sole reason that you're creating products on your own with your own skill. However, if you can actually get down the skill eventually and find a need in the marketplace while also creating value to that customer, then this is an awesome way to use your skill of coding, for the sole reason that the money is unlimited. Now, the third way is to be an AI developer. Again, this is like a pretty hard one, but if you already have like a math background and you have the need to if you want to learn how to code, then this may be one of the most profitable paths if you're going into the job market. The pay is usually around $75 to $100 an hour, and that is some serious change for a coder. Now, the fourth way is a software developer. Software developer is kind of like an AI developer. However, AI is more nuanced. It's more developed than software. Like, you need to learn software to do AI, but AI is more like math and the like. And it is one that a lot of people take. It's hard, more harder than web design, but if you really want to learn how to code and actually make money from a job, this is one of the best ways to do so, and you probably make like $50 to $70 an hour. Now, the fifth thing, I mixed this together, is front end and back end developer. So front end is like making the JavaScript, the HTML, CSS, or whatever, and then the back end is working with databases, SQL, and the like. Now, there's usually two types of people. Like, someone usually likes back end, someone usually likes front end. So it's usually good for those types of people. And you'd probably make around $50 to $80 an hour doing this. So, and for me, this is like a really good one because you can focus on a specific part while also getting good at it. So you're like focusing only on back end, but there's actually a need for that back end. With a lot of these things like software and AI, you have to focus on a wide range of things while still getting paid the same as what we just talked about. Now, the sixth one is selling courses. Look, I know like YouTubers, all they have is courses, but if you're like a really good coder and you actually know how to talk to people and you have valuable information, courses are like wonderful to sell because there's actually a need for this. And again, this is like this is a really good path because the amount you can make from this is just unlimited. The seventh way to make money with code is consultancy. For example, let's say there's a company that needs your expertise and they need someone to guide them through what you did. This is an awesome path to take. You can also consult people on how to learn how to code. You can also be a mentor within this space. So it's a really good one. You can make as much as you want usually, and it is a good one in my opinion. Now, the eighth one is a game developer. I think this one's really good for those people who really like video games and want to create games. You probably make around $45 an hour. Not bad for making video games. Now, the ninth one is a mobile app developer. It's kind of like the game developer, but more focused on like iOS and Android. And this is a huge niche. It's why a lot of people take this path, and a much needed one at that. Like, there's a huge need for this, and is one I totally recommend for a lot of people. Pays around $30 to $70 an hour. Really good pay, really good niche. And finally, the 10th one is to be a tutor. So rather than just like being a mentor or guiding people, you're actually sitting with someone and teaching people how to code. Again, you can make upwards of like $100 an hour if you're teaching like richer people. But this is another great path. If you guys like the video, please let me know. If you want me to make more videos like this, also please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about code, tech, and just how to get better at code and how I'm learning how to code to start a tech company, then I most definitely recommend you subscribe to this channel.